Another week passes, another week without a Leonardo event. Welcome to the channel, everyone, and welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today, we're going to talk about the new upcoming event that Plarium just announced. And no, it's not a Leonardo event. It's in fact exactly what I was expecting them to do, because it really did not make any sense if they're dropping another hero pad back to back. Which means that we have two options left on the table for the Leonardo event, okay? We're going to discuss about that as well. And one thing that's striking it pretty damn awkward is the fact that we had no Halloween offers. Literally, no Halloween offers, except that trash with a few ancient shards that nobody really buys. And this is probably their second year, their second time when they're doing it. I know a lot of you guys don't spend money or stuff like that, but for whoever spends money, I don't have to say it to you, because you guys know you're always looking forward to this type of holidays, because you might be like, well, I might be catching in a decent deal where I can spend my 20, 30, 40, $50, right? I'm not talking about the Krakens that spend hundreds every single day. I'm talking about the rest of us mortals looking at something good every once in a while, right? And surprisingly, they haven't offered us nothing. Now, of course, in around 20 days or something like that, we're going to have the Black Friday, the Cyber Monday, and most likely they will do one pack or two packs that are somehow decent. But it really depends what those packs include, right? Because not a lot of people give a damn about ancient shards. It's just the reality. Pulling champions from there is just not that easy, at least to get good champions. Either way, leaving all that on the side, let's quickly talk a bit about the upcoming event, guys, okay? So, next Monday, November 3rd, they are planning to launch two events simultaneously. They are planning to launch an Awakening Boost event, giving you a 2x chance to summon 4, 5, and 6-star Perfect Souls from Mortal Soulstones only. Nothing from this. Nothing from this. Literally only this, okay? Now, I think this might be their very first time when they're boosting the 4-star souls as well, not just the 5 or the 6 stars. Correct me if I'm wrong. But you're going to have a 1.5 chance for a 6-star, a 3% chance for a 5-star, and an 8% chance for a 4-star. Of course, for the rarity, nothing will change. The rarity will still stay the same. They've done this in the past as well, where they only push the Mortal Soulstones. It's not necessarily a bad thing, because last time, if I remember it correctly, when they've done it, the next event required us to open Soulstones, okay? And that was good to see that Plarium did not try to completely bait us and make us open all of our Soulstones during a 2x, because this might be the case as well with the Leonardo event. We might have to open Soulstones. Now, it's up to you if you're going to decide to open any Soulstones during this event. I will announce the other one in a second. Personally, even if I will open my Mortal Soulstones, I will not touch the Immortals and the Eternals. There is no 2x, so it's kind of like pointless. Plus, the event that we are going to have next to this, the Deck of Fate, can be somehow easily done by upgrading champions. Now, let's quickly talk about that part and exactly what I was expecting. Also, we're planning to launch a Fuel Deck of Fate event, where you'll have a chance to get a Radiant, Sun Lilies, or different rarities and Basalt. You will be able to earn points by upgrading champions or by summoning souls from Soulstones. Usually, opening a small stone is, I think, 300 points, if I remember it correctly. So, it's not like you're gonna get an insane amount of points. You need around 40,000 points in order to complete a Deck of Fate. With my 62 stones, if I would be to basically open them all and we get 300 points, I would still flip 18 cards, which is not bad, right? Especially if I'm deciding to go and do some champion training for the other 22,000 points. Job done. But the main thing is, as I was saying, I'm only expecting this. Okay, materials for relics. Now, this is not a bad thing, but you do not actually have mythical ones underneath the cards. So, during this event, you will be able to collect Radiant Sun Lilies to craft relics in the Forge. 300 rare Sun Lilies will be hidden under 12 common green cards. 200 epic Radiant Sun Lilies will be hidden under 8 rare blue cards. And 150 legendary ones will be hidden under... oh, actually, no, we are getting mythical, sorry. 150 legendary and 50 mythicals will be hidden under 8 epic purple cards. So we are getting at least some mythicals from here. It was so hidden in the text there that I did not notice it on the initial look. Epic, legendary, and mythical Radiant Sun Lilies will also be hidden in Fate chests. Now, the good thing about that is the fact that you can pin the rarity of cards. This event will last for 96 hours. So, Deck of Fate, which requires us to do champion upgrades, training, blah, 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 and opening soulstones, which leaves the doors open to the hero path coming for Leonardo. Now, Plarium did mention, at least the community manager did mention it a while ago. They just wanted to reiterate what was said earlier, that the Leonardo event is not cancelled. It will take place at a later date. Okay, now this was not posted today. It was in fact posted 3 weeks ago. Okay, one thing to keep in mind is the following, okay, which is pretty damn important. We can reveal the exact dates, but please know that the TMNT campaign runs until the 13th of November, and the team can launch dedicated events up until that date. Which leaves us with 2 possibilities, okay? Let me just quickly bring in my Plarium play, just to kind of like go over the calendar. So it leaves us basically with the possibility of having next week the Summon Rush replaced with a hero pair event. Okay, that's a possibility, but that will stretch onto here. Okay, maybe Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday morning it will end. Then you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, which is the second possibility for that hero pair event. Because if they are doing it instead of a Summon Rush, it's not like people will open shards during the weekend, like more than they would open during the week. Because I know all of you filthy degenerate gamblers. But we won't have a fusion, right? So it's not like we're going to have any special event during this weekend or during this one right here. Now, we are expecting to have a CVC starting right here, Tuesday the 4th. And we are expecting to have a Siege mode right here, starting on Tuesday the 11th, which kind of like points me into the direction that they might do it during that time, because during a Siege mode, there's literally no point for any of us to open shards. And during this weekend, during the Summon Rush, they could potentially do another 10x for Leonardo. The final gamble, the final bait for the people, okay? And I think that's what they are going to do. They're going to do a 10x on Leonardo, put in probably all of the TMNT champions, because it's their final week. During a Summon Rush, we usually have 15x events. They can put all of the TMNT champions in this weekend, and then they bait all of the people, deplete all of the rewards for whoever falls for it, and then Monday or Tuesday, they will start the hero path for 48 or 72 hours. Usually, it tends to be minimum 72 hours. So probably Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, ending on Thursday morning. Okay, I think that is the most plausible situation, the most plausible outcome. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Another thing that was mentioned by Plarium, because I did hear this question pretty damn often from people. They've posted a raid digest yesterday. I'm not going to go over it because there's really almost no information in there whatsoever. But a lot of you guys are asking, what if the event ends for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Am I still gonna be able to collect the souls for them after the event is done? And yes, you will be able to do it, as we are able to do it for any other events that we currently collaborations that we had in. You can still pull Ninja Soul, you can pull Rathalos, you can pull all of those champion souls, as long as you have the champions. If you do not have the champions, of course, it wouldn't be any help if you pull the soul, right? Because you won't be able to get that champion again. But that's basically what is happening. Personally, as I was saying, I might open my Mortal Soulstones, do some champion training to try and get all of those materials for the relics, and try to do the final gamble for actually getting a mythical relic from the event. But I am not touching these ones. No. Because whenever that hero pet comes, we know for a fact that 90% is going to be summons. And the next one is going to be get artifacts and accessories. Because this deck of fate will have champion training. They're not going to give us a Leonardo hero pet where we need to do champion training, because everybody and their grandmothers will be able to get a champion after with minimum spending, okay? And I don't think that's in Plarium's books at all, okay? But I am continuing to save my shards. I did decided yesterday to go and open more Ancients. I've done it, and I have 4 left, but I'll probably open those ones as well, but I am not touching the rest. 11 Voids, 1 Primal, 27 Sacreds. Hopefully, if they are doing it only on the last week, starting on the 10th or the 11th of November, that gives us even more time to accumulate more rewards, more resources, because from what I remember, they said the hero pet will be for Leonardo and his 5-star soul. And I would definitely love to be able to get both of them. But the price for something like that will most likely be kind of like the equivalent of 45 sacred shards in terms of points. They can always surprise us and make it super expensive, which I hope is not the case. But either way, guys, that was pretty much everything for this video. That's what event we're going to have at the beginning of the next week. As usual, appreciate all of you guys watching. Much love, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.